Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So before I go into today's video, let me quickly welcome all my new subscribers. I'm just going to say hello and welcome to my channel. Like, oh my goodness, like poof. It's like an explosion. Yeah. So now it's the new year, and I want to start this new year with something that I think is a good idea. This video I'm basically going to be sharing ideas that will save you money. The good thing about social media is being able to share ideas. At the end of the day, it may not be suitable for you, but you may be able to borrow one or two ideas out of it and make it your own. So basically today's video is about things that I stopped buying. Yeah, first thing I'm going to talk about is glass cups. When my children were younger, I used to have plastic cups. Everybody had, like, this one had the pink cup, the other one had orange or green. We know the way kids want to have their own cups. But as they got older, I got rid of all the plastic cups. Like, I just wanted just glass cups. So one day I went to the shop and I was looking at these cups they sell in the shops, and they looked like, you know, and the way the shape of the cups looked, they looked exactly like my tomato jars. I have all these, you know, tomato jars that I normally buy, and we just pop it open, we cook with the tomato, we recycle the glass. I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not going to buy glass cups anymore. And that was it. I made a video how I peel off the label off it, wash it clean, and that's it. And since then, none has broken, not a single one. I never even realized how thick the cups are. They are so thick, like these jars, they are so thick. They are not even, they're almost unbreakable. They fall but they don't break. It may not be a lot of money, but think about it. When they were breaking all the time, by the time you times it by the year, that is something. So that's one thing I stopped buying. Fabric conditioner. To be honest, I never bought them for any other reason apart from I love this smell amazing, and I love, you know, I'm someone that really loves nice smell. And after a while I realized that I'm actually just buying these things because of the lovely smell and the, you know, the fragrance. What I did then was that I changed my laundry liquid. They're already scented and they smell amazing. These are €5, €2.50, €3 or something like that. It may not look like a lot of money. If I'm buying, like, let's say how many bottles of that a week, times it by a month, and then times it by a year, that is money that I'm saving. Cable network, cable TV, you know. My children are gone to school all day. By the time they get back from school, it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. By the time they sit down to eat and they do homework and do their house chores, that's basically the end of the day. They don't even watch TVs during the week, and they're on their phones watching, you know, watching all these games or whatever on YouTube, or playing games on their phone, or playing games on their tablet. They don't watch cable network. CNN is on YouTube, BBC is on YouTube. TVs these days are smart TVs, so you can watch anything online on your TV. You're spending like how much on cable network and all this is nobody's watching them, and the company does not say, oh, you didn't watch it this month, so we're going to give you your money back. It doesn't work that way. You have a subscription and it's going to keep running like that. I think that was about 2 years ago or something like that. I just decided one day that this is a waste, and we haven't missed it once. So these little things add up. So definitely cable is something else that I stopped spending money on. Something else that I stopped spending money on is calendars. Like calendars. Over the years, you know, I just realized that I don't need a calendar. A lot of us have our calendars on our phone. We don't want to know what the date is, what day it is. We all have our phones these days. That, you know, I'm trying to do a lot of minimalism, reduce and have less clutter. When it's the new year comes, I used to go look for the calendar and look for what I like. You know, sometimes it can be like floral, you know, some kind of floral, colorful calendar, you know, and then every month you flip to the new one and stuff like that. I used to like that, but like over the years, I can't remember the last time I got a calendar. Here's the calendar on my phone that I don't know. So calendar is something else I don't spend money on. Something else I stopped spending money on is jewelries. I'm not saying the jewelries are bad. I'm just saying that they are the things that I personally stopped spending money on. You know, think about it. We live in the cold countries. Our bodies are always, you know, covered. Like, I'm always very cold. I'm always very cold. I don't change my hairstyle. You know, my hair is always down and my ears are always covered. So what's the point in wearing, even bothering about jewelry? So I don't really buy jewelries. The ones that I have are the ones that I had like ages ago. I don't have a single item that's gold, I don't have any silvers, I don't have any expensive jewelries. I never got into jewelries, never really got into jewelries. If I wear native, I would just put one of, you know, those gold plated, you know, the gold plated earring. And it saves me money, and because I've never been into gold and all those kind of things, saves me a lot of money. I honestly didn't realize how expensive they can actually be. Didn't realize until a friend was telling me that there are some that can be up to like 5,000, 10,000. I was shocked the day a friend of mine was telling me. I never knew they cost that much. Wrist watches. Because I used to like wear the watches when I was living in Nigeria. Your watch then was like a lifesaver. You couldn't mess with your watch because you're going to be late to school, late for this. They say watch was everything, but now we all have the time on our phone. So what I do is, if I want to know what the time is, I just grab my phone and I just check the time. If I'm at home, I have clock on the wall. If I'm driving, there's a clock in the car. If I'm somewhere at an appointment or whatever, I have my phone. I can always check what the time is. That I just, over the years, never saw the need for a watch. And then something else, I mean, as a nurse, we're not allowed to wear watches and stuff like that. Another thing that I stopped buying that I used to love when I was much younger are diaries. I don't have diaries because my phone is actually my diary. I type everything into my phone. When I was younger, I loved diaries. I used to keep my diary and then be so dedicated, you know, writing on my diary. But now I use my phone as my diary, and I write everything I want to write into my phone. Something else I stopped buying has to be notepads. I used to buy notepads, you know, to make a note of what I want and what I want to do, you know, to-do list and all these things, my shopping list and everything. But now I do everything on my phone. My nursing job, I used to actually have like a small notepad for taking notes and everything. What I do now is, you know, we have a paper when you get your handovers. I don't want to say something that are too nursing things, but like in the job we have a handover of a patient list and everything. Now I make my note on the back of that. These things I'm saying are not necessarily expensive, but the thing is, if you think about it, if €1 there, €2 there, €3 there, €5 there, they all add up at the end of the day. If you think about it, before the end of the year, if you add up what you're saving, the bits and pieces here and there, you will find that you are saving a lot of money. Something else that I actually, well, I won't say I stopped, but I've reduced a lot. I have reduced a lot, is shoes. As someone that grew up in so much poverty, I walked barefooted. You know, I remember I made a video where I talked about how I picked like shoes from my neighbor's bin. I washed it and I wore it to church. And I noticed that when I became able to buy shoes, I was in love with shoes. You know, I always go to look for sales and see what's going on. I was always buying shoes. You know that feeling of, can you imagine there was a time I couldn't get this? You know, I was just buying. Like if I just see, especially I always go and hunt for sales, like January sales, whatever sales, I would just go buy shoes that half price, that blah blah blah. I never, even when I was into shoes, I was not like buying expensive shoes, kind of regular shoes. So I just kind of fell in love with shoes. And I think that happens a lot with people, that something they missed all their life and they finally are able to afford it. They just go. In the summer I bought one shoe. In the winter I just bought one. And then before that, I think before that, the last time I bought a shoe would have been like 3 years before. So I wouldn't say I stopped buying, but I would say I've reduced buying a lot. I don't care what the sales are. Like the sales can be so cheap or whatever, I still don't buy. So that is something else I really cut down a lot, you know. Something else that I have reduced a lot is handbags. I used to like handbags. Like I like this one, I like that one, and all of these things. But I've cut down a lot. I've given away a lot of my bag. I just decided to get myself one practical bag that does everything, that has a lot of sections, that I can put my phone on this side and put my money on this side, my cards on this side. Like it has my hand cream on one side, you know, just kind of like a bag that can do so much for me. Something else that I stopped spending money on has to be going to the cinema. Maybe it's the penny pincher in me, the aroro in me, and the pirimpi in me. I just have this thing about, I hate wasting money. We go to watch a movie and you're paying like this amount of money to just sit down and watch a movie, and then the popcorn at cinemas, I just find them, they never taste nice. I'm yet to come across popcorn at the cinema that tastes nice, and their snacks, everything are expensive. And I honestly do not enjoy sitting in a cinema. I personally do not enjoy it, because I'm the type of person that I scream and I talk when I'm watching a movie. And I'm watching, I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, I do that a lot when I watch a movie. But when I'm in a cinema, I'm kind of like, okay, there's so many strangers around me. I don't want to be screaming. I don't want to be talking. I don't want to be doing this. And I'm just kind of sitting still. I don't enjoy it. I prefer to watch a movie at home. What we do is we watch movies at home throughout this Christmas period. The New Year period is family time. We're all sitting and we're watching movies on Netflix, on the TV. We're just watching and we have popcorn. We have Pringles. We have chocolate, we have everything, and they're cheap. For me, Lidl has the best popcorn. You put it in the microwave for like a few minutes and it's ready, and it's a lot of popcorn. For like, there's 4 in each pack, and it's like 80 something cents or something like that. Sometimes when you think about it, like, look how the money I just spent. You know, I could have just enjoyed the movie at home, well chilled, you know, with my blanket on, you know. And I find that I prefer the family time. You know, everybody's sitting down, we're watching TV, and we're all wrapped up in blankets. And even if it's daylight, we close the blind. There's something else we do. Even if it's daytime, we close the blind and turn off the light, and we're all sitting with our blankets, and we're just sitting down there chilling and watching movie. So that's something else that I've actually stopped spending money on. It has to be, you know, cinemas. So basically, this is the new year, is a new start. It's the time when everybody begin to plan for the new year and ask themselves, you know, what do they want to achieve for the new year and stuff like that. For me, I have decided the last while, you know, what I have decided to do more and more of is making my life more simple. The most important things when it comes to finance is, you know, how I go about my life and everything is simplicity and saving. What I do may not really suit you, but that may give you ideas that will eventually, you know, you may take some and drop some and even incorporate, like even make up some yourself, you know. But at the end of the day, you're just getting ideas from a video like this. I hope it inspires you. I hope you can learn 1 or 2 things from it. Life at the end of the day, you know, you can make your life as simple as possible. I wanted to come here and share it as the new year is starting, to be a good chance to start afresh and plan towards simplicity and plan towards, you know, not spending too much. Feel free to leave a comment. You know, I want to read comments as well. You let us know in what ways you too are saving money and things that you've stopped buying. And I really hope you find this video helpful. So one more time, I'm going to say Happy New Year to all of us. And as we go into the new year, I just want us to remember there is beauty in simplicity. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.